Former Ashanti Regional Governor Chairman Wontumi na osi COP Kofi Boachimo omo ba Kumasi a omo mbesiki ne approval ansa na omo tumi abawura Kumasi. Chairman Wontumi na time a Chairman Wontumi koko pie mu ewo court court no dismissing the submission of no case no abusua omo kira na omo kase onkonkofa evidence upon evidence a se ono no ondi oman ne bone na Chairman Wontumi wa koma onya ne evidence no emba na we na Dr. Ren ababe leak information bi akye according to Dr. Ren no o se Chairman Wontumi otwe ne mutan obedem Chairman Wontumi twe ne mutan obedem na Kevin Taylor akra ba ya na strategy opese or the delay court process no na sisia no ya finalize Chairman Wontumi ne dates ye de bema ne final ruling no de akwa pie mu wo jail. According to Dr. Ren say by August ending na Chairman Wontumi ye de na akwa pie mu wo jail. According to Dr. Ren, because submission of no case court ne bogu ye no or cha se court nyabo sa application ni sa guna uni kamaphobia interbusia by August the na Chairman Wontumi the final ruling no aba abonte mo me yanko na yanko nkuti ensema Dr. Ren edituda unsubscribe subscribe na hit on the notification bell so na be any update be a drop in one so onsa ebitumi akabi gossip politics TV so madam say
wow, what has happened to Wontumi? Pardon me. So Wontumi would definitely go to prison. That is my prayer. And if you also share the same prayers with me, say amen. Saps, he says, you are the first Ghanaian to speak against family politicians. As for we from Elembele, we were born and trained by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So wrong is wrong, irrespective. Even my own cousin, Emmanuel Amakufibua, honorable, if he does something which is wrong, they know I will speak my mind. That is why a lot of people wonder, where do I belong? Am I an NDC? Am I an MPP? Am I CPP? I say for now, I am Ghana. The base is tempting. The base movement is tempting. But anyway, many of you know that I've always voted for the MPP. You already know. That one is not a hidden secret. So yes, let me move on and continue with Chairman Wontumi. Oh, Chairman Wontumi. Now, what has happened to him? So the story is very, very simple. This is the story. Chairman Wontumi, according to the news that broke out today, says very clearly. He says that this afternoon, the High Court dismissed Chairman Wontumi's submission of no case in the Republic versus Bernard Entwibo Siakon, Kwame Entwi, and Akonta Mining Company Limited. According to Chairman Wontumi, he told the court that the case that Attorney General brought is of no use. He has not done nothing wrong, so there is no case. So the court should throw the Attorney General's case away. That Attorney General does not have any case. He is of no blame. He is white as snow. So court, throw away the Attorney General's complaint against me. And guess what? The court is saying that, no, you must open a defense. What does that mean? It means that the Attorney General has been able to convince or illustrate to the court that the allegations that he brought before them against Chairman Wontumi, there are a lot of truths. And that Chairman Wontumi did wrong against the state and must be punished. Now that the court has directed Chairman Wontumi and his Akonta Mining to explain their side of the story, what it means is simple. It means that if they don't come up with good evidence to support their no defense claim, Chairman Wontumi will be prosecuted, will be sentenced, and he will go to prison, and he will pay for the damage he has caused. So if Chairman Wontumi fails to give any sensible explanation to the accusations brought by the Attorney General or the State Attorney, it means that he will be convicted and punished. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I've always been praying for. I have always been praying for politicians who take advantage of our nation, Ghana, must be punished. Politicians who hide behind political parties and political slaves, all because they give them 5 cedi, 2 cedi, 3 cedi, all because they take photos with Chairman Wontumi, they take photos with Chairman Freddie Blay. So they trade their allegiance for 1 cedi, 2 cedi. Today, the court has made it clear and has directed Chairman Wontumi and his Akonta Mining to explain their side of the story. I hope by August, September, October, they will finish with their case. And then by November, December, Chairman Wontumi will really be sentenced to prison so that he can enjoy his first Christmas, 2026, in prison. That is my prayer. I know a lot of good friends that are connected to Chairman Wontumi. In fact, Chairman Wontumi himself, I know him. But the truth must be told, my brothers and sisters. I am not doing friends here. Because if you did not respect the nation Ghana, and you stole what belongs to all of us, and you destroyed what belongs to all of us, it means you have no respect for us. So why should I also respect you? No. Because my allegiance is to my mother Ghana. Yours is to the individual. No. The individual is my brother. As this popular Ghanaian comedian in Kumasi say, she is my brother. I've forgotten that guy's name. There's a nice and there's a fantastic comedian in there. He does a show with this is my sports journalist friend at a Pure FM or Pure TV. You see, we must always be bold. Ship dealer, thank you. We must always be bold to speak truth to these people. Look, MPP UK is not even happy with Chairman Wontumi. I tell you, if people are allowed to speak and talk about Chairman Wontumi, MPP UK, they are not happy with Chairman Wontumi. Do you know why? Chairman Wontumi used the power and disrespected many people. Yes. Chairman Wontumi was more or less like a godson of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Everything Chairman Wontumi will say, Bawumia takes it hook, line, and sinker. Forget that he did not go to university. That is not anything. After all, he went to one of the best colleges in Ghana, Prempeh College. Yes, his English is not good. That is not anything. But the greediness, this Chairman Wontumi told the people of Ashanti region that he is building an empire and he is building a huge mansion that when he finish, it will even be bigger than Otumfuo's residence. And that to him, he got the power. And he will show John Mahama and the NDC power. In fact, he used to tell my good friend, Chairman Di Capo, Kofi Boakye, Commander, one, that anytime they want to come to Kumasi, they have to negotiate before they come to Kumasi. Ah! In fact, power makes people talk big. And today, Chairman Wontumi is begging John Dramani Mahama. In fact, I learned that he rang Sami Jemfi and told him he should do everything to beg the president's wife for him. So that Madam Mrs. Forceful, intelligent, and very supportive woman, Her Excellency, Mrs. Lordina Mahama, to beg her husband so that they will let everything slide and that he is prepared to reclaim the land and start building coconut. In fact, he is begging that they should accept a plea bargain and that it will be a shame if he goes to prison. He has been begging. He moves from one person to the other. He has been speaking to some pastors, some imams, because he knows that he will go to prison. He knows what he did. Akonta mines. Hey, what these people have done to the nation Ghana, you have no idea. Recently, I met one of his guys. Throughout the 8 years, he never worked. And he told me point blank, he said, look, we are still doing the galamsey. I said, hey, oh, he said, oh, we are doing it here, we are doing it here, we are doing it here, we are doing it here. Where you people said we have destroyed, we are there still, we are doing it. Because definitely we know that our man will go into prison. So we are doing it more to get the money. After 4 or 8 years, if NDC leaves power and MPP will come, after 8 years in prison, he will come out. Chairman Wontumi will definitely go to prison. He has done a lot of damage to Ghana. He comes from Bosomtwe. And guess what? His own village road, he could not construct. He was given some road contracts. He could not even accomplish. He was given money to go into farms. He told people, the government, that he needs money to ensure that the people that comes from the Galamsey areas, he will support them to go into agric. And guess what? He squandered the money. He chopped the money. The acres of land that he promised, he did not honor his own words. In fact, he broke his own words. These are wicked men. And anybody who supports a wicked man is either because the person gets one CD from them or because of tribal foolishness. What will make you support a man who destroys his own country? And when it gets to worse, they run and come to United Kingdom to seek refuge. If the white people were stealing from their people in England, America, Germany, France, USA, and they were running with the money to Africa, do you think that Europe will be developed for you to come and love Europe and worship the Akwesi Abroni that we were told by our own chief, Nana Osei Bonsu, that Emperor said this year will go and work in the land of the cold? This is what Nana Osei Bonsu said, one of the greatest chiefs of Ashanti region. In fact, to me, he is the greatest of all Ashanti chiefs. Hey, these people are so wicked and evil. If I tell you the houses they have here in the UK, you will be shocked. Osei Mansa Bonsu is in the United Kingdom. They have left the people of Swami. He has left the people of Swami and is now roaming in UK, gallivanting in the UK. They steal from the poor and they will what? Transfer the money to the land of Akwesi Broni. It is only fools who will worship people like this. Excuse my French, because sometimes we must call a spade a spade. It is only witches and wizards who will follow such people and worship them. I don't follow men. I don't worship men. I worship truth, and I worship people who will bring my people development. Because I have seen people who die on the Mediterranean Sea just to look for job. This is the reason why when you see me passionately talk about Ghana, this is one of the reasons why. Because you see, every decision these men take, if it's not right, it destroys a nation. It destroys a family. You have no idea that corruption goes beyond what you might think. Imagine if these people were stealing and even using the money to build industries, factories and companies, and building roads for all of us to benefit from. I am not saying when you come to UK, there is no corruption. I am not saying when you go to America, there is no corruption. No. After all, the word corruption is not a tree word. The word corruption is not my mother tongue. It's not an Nzima word. It's not frafra or gonja or eve or gan. It's an English word. It means that the Englishman knows that some of his people are corrupt. But they don't steal and bring it to Ghana. Tofiakwa. They will never do that. So why do our politicians steal and then run and come and hide it in the land of the cold, where sunshine only appears within 3 months and vanishes? It's only wicked people. And they will brag to Ghanaians and make Ghanaians feel inferior. That, oh, I went to London. Oh, I went to London. Oh, I went to America. When have you heard that the people of America are bragging in America that they went to Ghana? When have you heard Donald Trump talk about Ghana the way our leaders passionately talk about Europe and America? Such fools must not be worshipped. Such fools must be told the truth, that enough of this thievery, enough of this corruption, because you are destroying the very foundation of our great nation. And I am afraid. I am afraid for the youth that will come tomorrow. Oh yes, I am afraid. And I weep for the African youth, because if care is not taken, we will be recolonized. Oh yes, we will be recolonized by the Western imperialists, because they are saying that our leaders are so foolish and that they cannot govern us. When we talk, people come and insult us. Do you know, because of corruption and lack of employment, people leave their wives and come to abroad and lie that they are not married. Do you know that women leave their husbands and come to abroad and lie and sleep with other men just to have enkrata? You have no idea. So you will worship Wontumi, but I don't worship such thieves. Oh, I don't worship such fools. I spit on them. I'm telling you. Hey, the only thing that will give the black man a sense of respect is building your nation. Yes. In fact, in 1975, after General Mao of China tried everything to build China, and he could not, and he failed, he was referred by the Europeans as a twat who could not lead his people out of poverty. As if that was not enough. In fact, the Americans referred to the Chinese people as a good-for-nothing people. So I am not surprised if Donald Trump tells us that we are a shithole. Oh, I am not surprised, because the Chinese heard it and they were not screaming and shouting. What they did was that they bailed China. Oh yes, they bailed. A man named Deng Xiaoping, his height is as equal as Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. No, it's as equal as Oseche Mensah Bonsu, because Akufo-Addo is taller than Oseche Mensah Bonsu. That man bailed China in 1981. He told every Chinese that from today, woe betide you if you give birth to 2 children. That was the beginning and the genesis of sacrifice. That man had to minimize the number of children they want. This is what a country sacrificed. They sacrificed their sexual libidos to see China prosper. In 1981, Chinese started compulsory free education across the entire nation. People in farms were educated by force. People that goes at the market to sell were educated by force. People at school were forced to, and they were educated. In 1985, Deng Xiaoping took 400 million Chinese people out of poverty, abject poverty. Do you know the meal of Chinese people in those days? They used to eat human hair. They will cook it and they will eat it as indomie. They will add some salt and some pepper and some spices. That is why Chinese people like eating anything they see. It was because of poverty and hunger. In 1987, before Deng Xiaoping left the scene, he took 600 million people out of abject poverty. So don't tell me that the poor people will live with us, because I have seen a country that took 600 million people out of poverty. How many people do we have in Ghana? We are not even up to 40 million people. We are not even up to 50 million. Not even up to 100 million. And yet, our greedy politicians like the Wontumis and the likes of Chairman Freddie Blay will always steal from us. And these are the fools who many of their supporters, low-minded people, bribed with 1 cedi. They hail all because of tribal foolishness, ethnic jingoism. They follow because their forefathers followed MPP or followed NDC, so all by all means they must follow. I am not one of those people. When you see me here, I don't stand here for any party person. So if you're a political slave or a political fool, you better get out of my page. I have no space for you. Because my page don't entertain fools. We want to build a nation. Can you imagine? With all the money stolen, at a point in time, Al Jazeera referred to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as gold mafia. Do you understand? That your president is being reported as a mafia of gold, not just any other state agency or media house. Al Jazeera, the entire world got to know that Akufo-Addo was a mafia who was stealing our gold and siphoning it outside the nation Ghana when they could have used the gold to build. Where are the Agenda 111? Where are the industries? Where are the companies? Tell me, why must the Ghanaian child suffer? Because 600 million people out of poverty, then it means that our solution can be solved. But it is not being solved because politicians like Wontumi and Chairman Blay have followers who always hail them and shout to them, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. More fire. Go on, Chairman Wontumi. We support your thievery. Instead of being loyal to Mother Ghana. Hey! I have never seen many foolish Ghanaians always supporting politicians. And when these politicians are sick, they leave you people in Ghana and they go to America for health care. Why? Don't you deserve the better hospital, my brother? Pardon me. Don't you also deserve the good roads? Why should the finance minister run away to America? Because he needs health care. What is the sickness? He is suffering from scrotum problem. Forgive me to say it as it is. I mean, the finance minister, who was our minister for almost 8 good years, could not raise money to build a prostate ultramodern hospital in Ghana. One of the main problems that Ghanaian men faces. I've got a little bit of code, forgive me. But he was able to go to USA and pay thousands and tens of thousands for medical checkup. You are supporting these people. I keep telling you, it doesn't matter any political party in power. Ask them, the MPs, how come that their children don't go to the same hospitals? That you, when you are sick, or your mother is sick, or your father is sick, or your uncle is sick, you attend. Why? So, Mr. Politician, how come you don't attend the hospitals that we also attend? Ask them. Ask the politicians, how come your wives don't attend the same market and shop in the same places with us? Ask them, you fool that you support them. That is why they call you people ordinary Ghanaians. To them, they are not ordinary, they are superior above. So they will continue referring you as ordinary because you support their foolishness. And the more you support their foolishness, the more they will exhibit their folly unto you guys. When we speak the truth, all is welcome. You people think we hate politicians. No, I don't hate them, but I must tell them the truth that we must build Ghana before the white man comes back and colonize us again. That is my fear. That is my fear. And this time, if they recolonize us, it will be difficult. Because where are the wise men? Where are the men that will take us?
Okay, abusua we ne ensema ekoso our political highway so eye Ashanti regional governor and assembly ato no chairman Wontumi sisi ade emu ayedin ede amane beda masesa mo jepene kokoti za ensem we ede mai aha gossip politics tv so beda mase